Quite often you can see the state's top doctor giving pandemic updates, but for the first time ever, Dr. David Scrace is speaking only to Target 7 about an incident that shaped him into the physician he is today. It's an incident that changed Albuquerque forever, a killing spree that ended with 5 dead. Dr. David Scrace is one of the most well-known physicians in New Mexico.
We still have the strictest stay-at-home order in the nation.
The mask only works, it only protects others. People are rapidly getting ready to do drive-through testing.
Today he works for the state, but 15 years ago, Scrace was an executive at Presbyterian Hospital and listened to a voicemail that would change his life.
I knew that this was very serious. It was very garbled, but there were words like, everyone's going to die.
Police documents show John Hyde left that message, and by the end of the day, Hyde would be accused of killing 5 people in Albuquerque. When Dr. Scrace listened to the voicemail, he had a feeling the person was dangerous.
Knowing in my heart of hearts that this was an incredibly serious emergency, because I don't want us to come in the morning and regret that we didn't do more.
He called the cops and asked them to take Hyde for a mental evaluation. But when the officers went to his home, both were shot and killed.
But kind of that feeling that these 2 officers are down and I had sent them to that address.
Hyde has been in the state mental hospital since the shootings, accused of 5 murders, but never going on trial because he's been found incompetent. He suffers from mental illness, and investigators revealed on the day of the shooting he'd been trying to get help.
Did I do everything I possibly could have done to protect everybody in that situation? And that stayed with me for quite some period of time.
It took years for Scrace to find peace. He said it was after a lawsuit about the case was settled that one of the attorneys pointed to a report from an expert witness that said Scrace had done everything in his power to protect the lives of officers Michael King and Richard Smith.
I started sobbing when I read that and feel emotional now.
Since then, Scrace has championed mental health issues. He has worked with police on how they interact with the mentally ill and served on advisory councils.
I think that was one of those course-changing events that really redirected me more toward having part of my mission in life